This is ESBR Boxing. Delighted to be joined by former Premier League striker, member of Team Garmer as well, James Beattie. Yeah. James, thank you for your time. I know you've not done many of these boxing media interviews. Thoughts on Ryan's performance tonight? Stoppage in the final round to become British Commonwealth European champion.
I thought it was an unbelievable performance. Something which I expected probably from Ryan. He's a massive front foot boxer, and his ability to keep going and not lose power is phenomenal. So I think he said it in the ring. He wants the big shot, and he wants it at St Mary's. So that's an arena that I'm used to. Maybe a few years ago, but hopefully Ryan can secure that. And Queensbury can help him do that. And he deserves everything he gets, because not only is Ryan a supreme boxer, he's a really humble young man as well, and he deserves everything he gets.
Yeah. Echo what you said. Ryan's always been really nice to us, always given us lots of time. On the fight itself, how confident were you that the stoppage was going to happen? Because he clearly hurt Reece at times, but he got to round 9, round 10, and he was and Reece was hanging on. Just thoughts on that? How confident were you that the stoppage was going to happen?
Yeah, I don't usually get nervous at sporting events, but I was quite nervous today, because it's obviously man or man, and my boxing knowledge is limited. However, I knew that Ryan was an absolute warrior, and he would keep going. The only thing I was wary about towards the end was that Bellotti's a big puncher, and when Ryan's stepping forward, he was leaving himself open a little bit for that big one shot that could potentially end it. But to go for the stoppage is so brave, but so indicative of what Ryan's about. And he just keeps coming forward, and he never gives you a second to breathe. And he went for the stoppage and got it, and it was amazing. And I'm sure, I was relieved. I know that his family were relieved as well. So it's a happy night for Ryan, his family, and for Southampton as well, because you must have heard the following from Southampton that was in here tonight.
Yeah. Final question for me, James, because it is getting late. Have you heard anything about a potential St Mary's fight? It would be massive. People are talking about maybe next summer for a world title. Anything you heard from the rumour mill? Anything you can tell us?
I'm quite close to St Mary's these days, and if that is a possibility, then I'm sure that there'll be many people that will try and make it happen. I'm sure that the promoters, Queensbury, will be well behind it. Ryan will be behind it, because he said all along that's his dream, and I'm sure that the people of Southampton and the following that he's gathering, and I'm sure that will keep gaining momentum if he keeps putting in performances like that. So hopefully next year at St Mary's, Ryan will have his title shot.
Right, James Beattie, thank you very much for your time. All the best.
You're welcome.